Hello there, Marguerita here, mindset mentor and light worker from Pitbull. And today I have another EFT tapping session for you, all about money. And this one is about your judgments about wealthy people. So often in our lives, actually not so often, all the time in our lives, particularly in the Western world, we're exposed to a lot of information from our media, from our parents, from our authority figures, about our judgments about rich people. And maybe you've had some experience with rich people that wasn't a very nice experience. So we form these judgments about rich people and we attach those judgments to the money that those people have. So we make the narcissistic behavior and the greedy behavior and the selfish and the meanness and all that stuff that we may think defines a wealthy person, we make it about the money. Now, those things are not about the money. They're actually about the person themselves. They are the characteristics and the traits about the person. The only reason that they're so evident is because a narcissistic, greedy, mean, selfish person happens to have a lot of money. It's not the money that made them that way. They were that way and they just happen to have a lot of money, so you're seeing the evidence of that. There are plenty of narcissistic, greedy, mean, sociopaths in the world that don't have money, but you don't associate poverty or a lack of money with those characteristics, because that's not the way we're conditioned. If you think about the media that we're exposed to in the movies and all that kind of thing, particularly, not so much these days I don't think, particularly even up to 10 years ago, if you think of the rich person was often portrayed in a movie or a television series as thoughtless, mean, nasty, narcissistic, selfish, didn't care about other people. And the normal person on the street who didn't have a lot of money, they were the saviors of the day. They were the people who were picking up after the others and being abused by the rich and the rich people. And so we have this perception that if we're going to be rich, then we're going to be narcissistic, greedy, mean, selfish. Now, this may not pertain to you, but I tell you what, it actually does affect a large percentage of the population. And we do see some evidence of this, but this is the thing. We filter and we focus on what we believe. So if we believe that rich people are nasty and mean and selfish and narcissistic and greedy and just plain awful, then we will filter in the information that supports that belief system. We will focus on the people who are that way to support what our subconscious mind already believes. But once you change that belief system and start looking for evidence of the opposite, you will start to see an enormous number of rich and wealthy people who are generous, who are kind, who are doing the best they possibly can to make a difference in the world and to help others. And that's what I want you to do once you've done this tapping. I want you to start looking for evidence of those people who are actually making a difference in the world with the money they have, because they are out there. And they are out there in their droves. And as soon as you start looking for that evidence, the universe is going to start filtering that information into you, so you can actually flip this on its head and know that you can be wealthy and you can be kind and generous and make a bigger difference in the world. So what we're going to do is an EFT tapping round now. And the best way, the way to get the most out of this tapping is to think about your perceptions and judgments about wealthy people and write them down. So you can then go and do this tapping on your specific perceptions and judgments about wealthy people. So I will do a generic tapping today and just do ones that are pretty normal for people to believe, but get very specific, because the more specific you are about your belief systems, the better the results you are going to get. You're going to be able to turn this on its head. So if you're not familiar with emotional freedom technique, then you can go to my website, pitbullmindset.com, join the community, and I will teach you this technique. It's simple, it's powerful, it will change your life. But if you want to just follow along with me for now, tap on the points that I'm tapping on and repeat after me. Even though I know rich people are greedy and selfish, narcissistic and unkind, because I've seen lots of evidence, I deeply and completely love and accept all of me. Even though I've seen plenty of evidence to back up my belief that rich people are selfish and greedy and mean and unkind, I deeply and completely love and accept all of me right now. Even though I've seen loads of rich people be mean and thoughtless, unkind and selfish, narcissistic and full of their own importance, and misuse their money in a way that hurts others, I deeply and completely love and accept myself and my belief systems and all the rich people in the world right now. Rich people are mean and selfish. They're egotistical. They really don't care about others. Rich people are really narcissistic. That's how they got rich in the first place. They got rich by being greedy and thoughtless and unkind. Rich people don't care who they hurt. They'll do anything to make money, no matter who they hurt. Rich people don't care about anything else except money. And themselves. I've seen evidence of this everywhere. Rich people are narcissistic and mean. They will do anything to make more money. They're really greedy and selfish. Being rich makes you that way. Having lots of money means you've got to be greedy and selfish and unkind. That's just the way it is. I've seen so much evidence of this in my life. I'm sure, though, there are some nice rich people out there. Can't think of any right now. But there must be some nice rich people. I wonder if there are more kind and rich people that I've never even looked at. That would be interesting to find out. I'm sure there are wealthy people who are doing great things with their money and helping others. Maybe all those perceptions and judgments are just a load of BS. Maybe they're just perceptions and judgments. What if it's not true that all rich people are unkind and selfish and heartless? What if some people, rich people, are really kind and thoughtful and doing good things? What if being rich doesn't mean you have to be nasty and greedy and awful? What if I get to define who I am in the world regardless of my financial situation? What if money doesn't control who I am at all? You know, I've met some pretty awful people who don't have money in my time. Actually, I've met lots of nasty people who don't have money. Maybe it isn't the money that makes people nasty or greedy. Maybe some people are just like that. Actually, I do know some really nice, kind, generous, wealthy people. I'm starting to remember some people who are making a real difference in the world with their money. I could do that. I choose to find kind-hearted, wealthy people who are doing good in the world, and know that I'm going to be one of those people. I'm going to be a kind-hearted, generous, wealthy person. I'm going to be thoughtful and do lots of good things with my money in the world. I'm going to make a big difference and right some of the wrongs that other people have done. I'm going to be a conscious, spiritual, wealthy person who is kind and generous to others, who makes a bigger difference. Because that's who I am. I love knowing that I'm going to be wealthy and kind and generous and make a massive positive difference in the world. Okay, deep breath. And release it. And deep breath. And let it go. Money is simply a tool for us to be able to do what we want to do, to have the impact that we want to have. You may or may not want to make a massive difference in the world, but you could make a difference in your community. You could make a difference in your family. You could make a difference with your friends when you have more money, couldn't you? Just imagine, have that vision of being that kind, generous person who is not only fulfilling your own dreams, your own visions for the things that you want to experience, but you're helping others to fulfill theirs as well. You're being kind, you're being generous, you're being the best that you can possibly be. You're loving yourself into the wealth that you truly desire and deserve. So that's it. Now remember to go and write out and look for evidence of those kind, wealthy people in the world, the ones who are generous, the ones who really are making a difference and helping others, and are a shining example of the person who you want to be when you become wealthy. Write those people down, put them on your vision board, focus on those people. Forget the narcissists and the greedy ones and the awful ones and the mean ones. They'll always be there. They'll always be there whether they have money or whether they don't. Focus on the good and become those people. Make them your guides and your mentors to build the wealth that you want in your life. If you've enjoyed this tapping and you'd like more tapping sequences on having more abundance and money in your life, then I've got a very special event for you, and it's totally free. It's the 21 Days of Tapping into Abundance Masterclass. All you need to do is click the link below this video and you can go and register your details and become a part of the challenge. People are having extraordinary results doing this 21 days of tapping, and the next series is coming up very, very soon. So don't delay. Go and join now and tap your way into more money and more abundance so you really can be the best that you can be and live life on your terms. I look forward to seeing you in the masterclass. Take care and have an exceptional day.